I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Indigenous activist Leonard Peltier spent most of his life in prison since convicted in 1975 for killing 2 FBI agents in South Dakota. Peltier has a parole hearing today at Coleman Federal Prison north of Tampa. At 79, his health is failing, and his attorney says that if the parole request is denied, it might be a decade or more before it's considered again. Supporters have long argued that he was wrongly convicted and say this may be his last chance at freedom. But FBI and former agents disagree and are fighting his parole. Polk County Sheriff's Office is partnering with Florida Polytechnic University to create an artificial intelligence investigative unit. Sheriff Grady Judd played a video Friday of Elon Musk praising the project, except Judd says there's just one problem.
Not one word of that is real. Not one frame of that video is real. It's fake. It's all created with AI, and we must be able to tell the difference.
The new AI unit will develop and research new tools and use AI-created algorithms to hold criminals accountable. Years of police records will be uploaded to help create the data sets and make connections. Judd says people will direct the program so there are no biased data sets. And the sheriff says the initiative will not be expensive, but says even if it were, what's your life worth? WMNF's Chris Young reports that rates for trash collection in Tampa are going up. And this comes after the city council approved the first increase in 9 years.
Starting in October, Tampa's monthly rates for trash services will increase by nearly $4 a month. City Council member Alan Clendenin hesitantly supported the rate increase at a recent meeting.
This council's basically been handed a bag of crud from over 10 years of not raising rates, and shame on that.
Every council member voted for the increase, except Bill Carlson.
I think we need to control costs, and we also need to control debt, and I don't see that happening.
The services already cost more than neighboring Pinellas County and St. Petersburg. By 2028, the city will charge nearly $55 for the services. Chris Young, WMNF News, Tampa.
A bill passed this year by the Florida legislature would give the state more power to regulate short-term vacation rental platforms like Vrbo and Airbnb. But some local governments are pushing for a veto, and that includes Redington Beach Mayor David Will, who spoke Friday on WMNF's The Skinny.
Before 2011, local communities could regulate land use and zoning as they saw fit, and that would include the Airbnbs. They could prohibit them if they wanted to. And in 2011, that was taken away. And then, as you mentioned, there was so much pushback. So in 2014, the legislature said, all right, you can't prohibit vacation rentals, but we're going to allow you to regulate them to try and maintain the family, your residential and family character of your town. So what this bill does, this bill takes us backwards, back to 2011, and removes abilities from towns and creates a uniform registration system. So when this bill says it allows, it really should say it only allows, because there is nothing in this bill that we cannot already do.
And that's Redington Beach Mayor David Will speaking on WMNF's The Skinny about his opposition to a bill that would give the state more power to regulate short-term vacation rental platforms. And you can hear this full interview on our website, WMNF.org. For weather today, expect some clouds and possibly an isolated thunderstorm this afternoon. Your highs around 93, and scattered thunderstorms early this evening. Then overnight, expect clouds and likely thunderstorms with lows in the high 70s. Tomorrow, there's a high chance of thunderstorms, and your high will be near 85. It's 83 degrees in Tampa and 81 in Wesley Chapel. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines on 88.5 FM and WMNF.org.